Hello everyone, for this example we are given a table of values for volume and pressure. And our first part A, let me zoom into part A, alright? Would be to show that P and V are in inverse proportion. So for this part of the question then, I will need to calculate the values of PV, because the hint is as well here. If P times V equals to K for all values, it is inverse proportion. Okay, so in order to show that, right, we do need to, and let's start to, let me zoom in a little bit bigger so that I could make it neater. So PV. Now, I'm going to just draw a line. And the first one is 1 times 120. This one is equals to 120. So that is for these two set of values. For 2 times 60, it's also equals to 120. The next set will be 3 times 40. And let's continue for 4 times 30. And the last two set of value, indeed, 5 times 24 is 120. 6 times 20 is also 120. And since P times V is 120, which is the constant, this table actually shows us that P and V are indeed in inverse proportion. So we have successfully shown that P and V are in inverse proportion. And find the equation connecting P and V. And what do you think the connection is? Yep, what equation is? PV is always equals to, very good, 120. We are done. Or some of you would also prefer to put P as equals to 120 over V. Both works as well. And for part C and D, when we draw the graph of V and P, V against 1 over P, the graph has already been drawn. So now we just want to notice certain observations between the two different graphs. Alright, so this is something for you all to take note, which I went through previously in the introduction. That when we plot V against P in this case, it is actually a curve, and the curve is called a hyperbola. So when we plot V against P, it is actually a hyperbola, it's a curve. But when we plot V against 1 over P, then it becomes a straight line. And it does not include the origin. And in part A, we have seen that PV or K is a constant. Okay, so with that we have come to the end of this example. As we move on to the next example for this video.